How's it going, guys? We're finally out of, I gotta go this way. We're finally out of the wheel time because we're out of new decks. We did do the structure decks a little bit differently, and I didn't really touch on it last week because I wasn't expecting us to play 2 structure decks, just 1. But I did want to get into them really quickly while we have the chance. So we did get 3 new leaders. Kid, which we saw last week. I believe it was Kid. Law and Luffy, all red, purple, and all with various effects. Marcus will go into the Law portion. You should have gone into the Kid portion, but I get to do Luffy, which is the deck that I was most excited for this set. I was a Whitebeard player before. Whitebeard, red in general, got hit during this set with the ban list, so this is a list to the ban list. But next week we will be going over before and after the ban list during OP04. It will be the first time in One Piece history where we had a ban list come in during a set. Usually they came in right before a set started, and they continue to do so later on. But we'll go ahead and get into this profile right now. So what we have here is we have a 3 life 6k leader Luffy. Second one to have a 6k stat, first one to have a 3k life. His ability is when you have 0 or 8 Dawn, you can ramp 1 for free. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. The goal of this deck, though, is to get to the high end and drop the high end as quickly as possible so your opponent can never hit you, kill you, and you in turn just smack your opponent as many times as possible with big numbers so they die sooner. The difference between this and Whitebeard is Whitebeard gets hand bigger. Luffy gets attack or life attack stat bigger. So like instead of having 6 cards in hand, you're forcing your opponent to get more Dawn so you can drop less cards. I don't know if that makes sense. Make the long story short, Whitebeard is a 6k with a bunch of cards in hand, and Luffy can be bigger than a 6k with less cards in hand because it just equals out a little bit. What are we running though? Standard 2k Otama, best 2k in the game at this moment, especially for red. Sanji, another good one. There was a lot of Nami and Dofi running around where they really wouldn't hit your life that much or really ever, and you wanted to get into a Rad Beam range, so you could use this Sanji. Oh, and also Black Blue Rebecca was very popular during this time as well. So this Sanji is kind of used for those matchups. You hardly ever use it because you are a 3 life leader, but it is always good to have the option to swing 7 whenever you please and get your life down to a okay range because most games end around 2 life, so being at 3, like going down to 2 doesn't feel that bad, especially when you're 6k leader. The recently restricted Whitebeard, yep, you know, go to 8k, you get the best boss monster in the game at this moment. Thatch, just a big body with vanilla stats. That's all he is. That's all you need him to be. Rush Luffy, use this to close out games. Unblockable. This deck does have a small hard time getting through blockers because its only way to pop the blockers is this. So you can see why, right? There's another answer, but we'll get to it later. But yeah, Luffy, clutch, we're closing out games. Then you have Sasaki. It's just like the best purple 2k you could be running at this time because it could ramp you a Dawn. It's okay. You ran Basil Hawkins, so if you go on an even curve, you can ramp earlier to get to 5, then 5 gets you to 7, 7 will get you to 8, 9, and then 9 will get you to 10 with leader effect. So this will just help you fix your numbers up because you go to 5 with this, next turn you go to 7, you could drop this, now you're at 8, you ramp another one, now you're at 9, and you know, that's how you get your numbers. Queen, best blocker in the game, arguably still the best blocker in the game. It's tied with Rebecca, but that's not out yet, so this is the best blocker in the game. Douglas Bullet, help you end games, get past those pesky 6 cost blockers and below. Then you have Bart, just another way to ramp. Later on in the future, we will see that they kind of change this out for Miss All Sunday, but for now, this is what we run because it is counter. Law, if you're running a purple deck, let's be honest, you have to run this card at least in 1 or 2. Bare minimum, and then like you usually run this from 2 to 4 because this card forces people to play around it. It just existing, even if you play a purple deck that doesn't have it, people will still play against it when they play purple. So you run this Law because they're gonna play against it anyway, so you don't want to run too many. But if you can catch somebody and rip 2 cards out of their hand, perfect, right? Then you have the 7k Kid. 7 cost Kid with 8k stat line. This is one of the newer cards as well. You swing -1, your leader goes up by 1k until the end of the turn, until the end of your opponent's turn. Start of your next turn actually. So this would actually play through the 10 cost, that's not out yet. But This basically makes your Luffy a 7k, forcing your opponent to commit 2 Dawn to their leader just to swing neutral. Pretty amazing. This deck does have a consistency issue, so you run Wire, that whenever you minus a Dawn, you draw 1, discard 1, so that way you can get rid of bricks. Maybe you have too many of these Luffys, and you're really just looking for more 2k counter to survive. Yeah, that's all this is, and it's a blocker, so you could get out of a hit. Then you have Rad Beam. Don't have to explain this card. 4k counter is ridiculous, especially since you only have to get hit once, and this is a 4k counter, making your leader a 10k. Then you have the Lead Performer Disaster. If you don't open this, you play this. That way you get to draw a card, and you get to ramp a Dawn. That's basically all this is for. And then last but not least, we have the Blast Breath. Again, -1, 4k counter, 10k leader. Perfect. This deck gets better. It gets a lot better in the next set when there's more purple support. Right now, this is all we have. I did play this deck when it came out. I had a lot of fun with this deck. The problem is it's not very, very good because it's very inconsistent. When it rolls, it rolls. When it doesn't, it's really just your opponent puts 1 Dawn on later and you die. But yeah, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and pass it to Marcus so he can go over Red Purple Law. And yeah, we'll get this started.
What is up, my guys? Welcome back to One Piece Prog. Today we're playing Law. I guess we'll just hop right into it. Activate main once per turn. You can -3 Dawn, return up. It says return 1 of your characters to the bottom of the deck, but I've learned it's up to 1. Okay. If it was return 1, this leader would not be as good as it was. But no, it's return up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 3k or less to the bottom of the deck. Then play 1 4-cost or lower character from your hand. I hope this sim works the way that the leader does, and or I might just be stupid and it isn't up to 1. But I'm pretty sure like the sim says return 1, but then the leader says up to 1. I don't know. But that's what this says here. It says return up to 1, return 1, but I think it's up to 1. We'll see though. Otama, 2k counter. Brook, -2k, because you want to get your opponent's characters in the 3k range. Rush Zoro is just super good in here because you can bottom deck something and then get a rush option. The OPO4 Zoro, I saw a list with this and I wanted to play it because this card just seems good. You -2k, get a 6k body, and then you -3 Dawn, and then you get to bottom deck something. I mean, that just seems pretty good to me. But this is just on play -2k from one of your opponent's characters. Gordon, one of the promos, you can just bottom deck him from the field and then get -3k to one of your opponent's characters. Promo Law, give one of your opponents -2k, one of your opponent's characters -2k power. Ulti, 2k counter, that summons page 1. Queen is the 5-cost blocker y'all are familiar with. Page 1 is the summon target off of Ulti. Sachi Penguin, here you go. If you have 3 or less Dawn on your field, you may add up to 2 Dawn from your Dawn deck and set it as rested. 2k counter, but if you cheese it out with Law, you only -1 Dawn for a 5k attacker. Law, blocker, on play, trash. If your opponent has 7 more cards in their hand, you get to trash 2 cards from their hand. Heat, when a Dawn is returned to your deck from the Dawn field, this you gain 2k power until the start of your next turn. Beppo, on play when attacking, if the number of Dawn cards on your opponent's field is greater than the number of Dawn on your field, add 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck, set it as rested. So, if you have less Dawn, when this card is played or attacked, you get a Dawn rested. And Round Table. I had to find a list with this one because Round Table is incredible. It gets rid of, like, everything in the game. Actually, yeah, everything in the game. It's a 4-cost event, though, which is kind of hefty, but it -10k power to one of your opponent's characters. I remember when this deck first came out, I really wanted to play it, and then I didn't play it, and then it got expensive. So, this is my first time playing this deck in forever. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll see y'all in the match.
All right, Marcus, we're here. The last decks of our wheel / sealed kind of dealio. I did explain a little bit in my deck profile that I forgot to bring up the deck, so I did bring them up. But we're finally gonna enter the OPO4. I think we might do one before ban list, and then we'll go over after the ban list.
Okay.
But yeah. So this is our second to last before OPO4 ban list, where red is dead.
Yeah. Red. Yeah, basically.
But with that being said, you did play Kid last week, so that means you get to pick who goes first.
No, it's fine. I just lost last week.
No, you played Kid.
I will go. I don't even know what this deck likes. I mean, I feel like either.
I know what it likes 2 sets from now.
I was gonna say first, honestly.
Okay, you want first?
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Maybe I should have said second.
I don't even know.
No, this is okay. This is okay.
I think I'm fine too. Both of these decks were not very good when they first came out.
I don't think you have removal for this right now.
I don't think I'm going to play anything where it's going to be worth it for me. I think I just take this. Yep.
Yes.
Alright, for Dawn?
Oh, I forgot about this card.
Yep, they played this card because there was nothing else to play. There was no Bond Clays, no Irons yet. Well, there were Irons, but nobody played Iron.
You're at 5. Okay, so, okay.
I just got reminded of a card that I should be afraid of.
I could play this. It sucks I have to do it in this order. We'll do this.
Okay.
Swing 6.
Okay, I shall 1K. Okay, it's not who I thought you were playing, which is what I was scared of.
Oh.
Man, I don't have much to do here.
Man, this deck is like crazy. I remember wanting to play this deck so bad when it first came out. We'll take one more, then we'll start.
Wait,
Worrying about that.
okay. I remember now. Alright. I am not safe. But I don't think you have the card that I'm scared of.
Okay, I mean, I guess that's not bad. That's not bad. We can do. You're at 6.
I'm at
I have
7.
6.
7.
Oh, 7 total. Oh, yeah, 7 total. Okay, so that works. So we can do this.
Yep, you can go back.
Attack, ramp.
The card I was scared of was Law.
Oh yeah, no, I don't have that.
This endgame is gonna be wild. Okay.
Then we can deploy this.
That
We
is
don't
a
get the
card.
ramp.
What? Oh! That is funny. I saw that smirk too. I wasn't even.
I played the Beppo thinking I'd get the ramp, but I forgot that I had already ramped from the first Beppo, so I don't get the second Dawn.
Hmm.
So I'm a little behind on Dawn, but that should be okay. Dang, yeah, Purple Law is looking mad delectable right now, 4 cost. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, go ahead. I don't think I die. Based on my hand, I don't think I can die.
I probably shouldn't do this shit again.
This was funny. The ulti page 1 was funny, dude. That was like perfect waterfall. Remember when we played this card too?
Yeah, that Hawkins card? I love that card.
I don't even know what I do in this situation. I'm gonna let you know right now, you're not killing me, but I don't know what to do.
So you got mad defense.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a little rough. I don't like that. I just gotta let it go. Cool. Awesome, actually.
Queen is fine. I have a Luffy.
What? I really want to keep this just in case. Yeah, it's all the way for you, Bubba. I gotta get rid of you.
You know, I didn't have to go to 0 life, and now I wish I didn't go to 0 life.
Guess you're gonna start swinging me into this. I forgot about Blast Breath. That is a wow. That is an old card.
Yeah. I don't even know how I want to do this. Okay, I figured that would happen.
Does the madman do it? So you got that 10-drop Luffy in hand that you want to summon?
Not out yet. OPO5.
Oh, is that card OPO5? Oh! Wait. So what boss shop does this deck have? That
Exactly. I'm looking at the bomb right now. I just don't think it's gonna be good for me.
I forgot that 10-drop wasn't out yet. Brother, what? That's okay.
Okay, I should be able to live one more turn, but after that, I don't know.
Now this is what I've been waiting for the entire time.
This, I'm okay with this.
It's not great for me. It's not great.
This is okay because he hasn't done anything. He didn't even take my Dawn.
I want to do this.
Okay, that is random. I think I need him. Okay, now I live. Now I know I live.
Look, you don't want to play anything. And you know what? I'm not going to.
You know what I could have done? Oh my god, I could have killed you.
Could you have?
Yeah. I really could have. Oh my gosh. I wish we could play that back. I really wish we could, because it would have been so funny to do that to you. So what I could have done, okay?
Okay.
I could have blast breathed. Did blast breath? Put the 4K on the bullet. Then you couldn't bottom deck him.
No, it's only for the turn. Oh, I see. When I first attacked, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you attacked the Luffy, I could have gave the 4K to the bullet.
Yeah,
Dude.
that was dumb on my part. I should have saved that.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't dumb on your part, but dude, I could have lived right there, actually.
Well, you lived either way. You just would have had a better chance killing me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead. Okay, block it all. I feel like I just gotta swing 2 Dawn. I just gotta like math this out. I don't know what you like radical beam. Wait, is this pre or is this post or pre?
Post.
Again?
Post.
Okay, so you only have 1 radical beam. I guess we just do this.
Dude, I can't believe I could have big brained the mess out of that.
Portal breath. Okay. So if I did this, would I have just lost if I swung all on Zoro?
No, you wouldn't have.
Oh, okay, Douglas bullet. Okay.
But yeah, dude, I could have kept the bullet on the field.
Yeah, that would have been very smart. I didn't even think about that.
I didn't think about it till after. I was like, wait a minute. I reread Blast Breath. One of your leaders or one of your characters gained... Oh, during this battle. Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind.
For the turn. I see. I don't know why I thought that was for the turn, too.
I thought it was for the turn as well. Okay, so I should have just kept the Luffy alive, like, really. I should have just Blast Breath out of the swing. But I mean, these decks kinda... Not really, but they do kinda suck before 05.
I mean, Law was pretty okay. I mean, it's just... His leader effect is crazy, man.
All three of the
His leader
leaders...
effect is crazy.
All the three of the leaders, minus Kid, were Rogue.
Yeah, I feel like Law was a little higher though on Rogue because when he first came out, he was seeing play immediately. He was really good. It was just then he got like non-specific support that just made him a little too good.
No, I think he was Rogue on release. At the beginning of OP05, he was like a tier 1 deck. Maybe
I guess.
Maybe tier 2 because 05 came out 2 weeks after this. I think that's how the date worked.
I guess.
Because once he got Kid, the 5-cost Kid, you know what I mean? That's when that deck really took off. Yeah,
like I said, like it got better with like the 05 support, but I don't think it was a Rogue deck. I mean, I didn't have enough time to broil to be Rogue. This deck was immediately hyped. Like I was ready for it. Everyone was ready for it.
I just think Red out consistency'd it at the time.
Yeah, I mean it had the purple. It had a decent effect that let you cheat out. I mean, I did for three Dawn or 4 Dawn. I got a Beppo, a Page 1, and an ult.
Yeah, that does get that goes away as a staple later on, which sucks because I love that combo.
Well, yeah, because it's not like too important later because you have like I don't even know. You don't need you're already pumping out a body every turn. You rather play like Reijus and get cards back in hand because I had 2 cards in hand that entire game. I was kind of low on cards.
Yeah, I mean I was out too. So my last 2 life were both Douglas bullets.
That's horrible.
My high end is I think 3 Douglas bullets, 1 Whitebeard, and 4 7-cost kids, and that's it. So, and I only saw 2 Douglas bullets, which really sucked. My next card was a Whitebeard. If I could have made it 1 more turn, I think I would have been in a better position.
Yeah, for some reason I thought, what's his name? 10-drop Luffy was already out for some reason.
No.
So I was waiting for that. That's why I was holding onto the round table for so long. I was like, oh, when he plays his 10-drop Luffy, I'm just going to get rid of it.
Yep. Nope. Not out yet. 2 weeks, and then it'll be out.
Yeah, I love that round table card. That was like, when I was picking lists, I had to find a list with a round table because that card is just so cool.
It's the round table and the ace that were being very like tested during this time.
I never liked ace. I never liked ace.
I didn't like
but
ace.
I did like round table.
I was like, why would you play ace when you could just play Brook?
Yeah.
Because you can cheat the Brook out.
I just didn't like ace because he did like nothing. He just put -3k to 2 characters. And he didn't even have rush.
No rush. But yeah, I actually really like these decks. I still play this Red Purple Luffy to this day because I just have fun with it.
Yep. Way better.
But you know, I also really like playing this Red Purple Law. Maybe the kid will get better with the new support coming out.
I hope so. Only I can pray.
Only you can pray. But you guys can like, comment, and subscribe. And let us know if you want to see anything specific.
And what was y'all's favorite out of the 3?
Yeah, who was your favorite leaders? If you guys like, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Double peace.